Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew Hsu, president of the College of Charleston. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the College of Charleston's spring commencement for the class of 2026. I want to thank you for joining us on this very special day. To our graduates, congratulations. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. To the families, friends, loved ones of our graduates, this is also your day. Together you have supported these graduates in so many different ways. Graduates, I would like for you to please stand and thank your families, friends, loved ones, and all of those who helped you along the way. Give them a big round of applause. Graduates, please remain standing, and will everyone else please also stand as music major Colin J. Covington sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Colin. That was beautiful. Please be seated. Now I would like to take a moment to recognize those members of Board of Trustees that are with us today. Please stand as I read your name so that we may recognize you for your service to our alma mater. Board Chair Renee Romberger, Trustees Beth Burke, Darrell File, Penny Rosner, Steve Swanson, Taft Svarth, Derek Williams, and Nisa Williams. Thank you for your service and your leadership. I would also like to recognize representatives from our Foundation Board and Alumni Association. Steve Osborne, class of 1973 of the Foundation Board, and Brady Quirk Garvin, class of 2008, president of the Alumni Association. Thank you both for your leadership and service. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our faculty. Their commitment to academic excellence empowers the next generation of scholars and leaders. Now, would all faculty please stand and be recognized? Graduates and families, please join me in giving them a big round of applause. Thank you, faculty members. Graduates of the class of 2026, you made it. Each person on this stage has overcome something to be right here. and I'm extremely proud of you for not giving up, for not giving in, and for giving it your all to reach your academic goals. Through your studies, you have proven yourself to be adaptable, flexible, and creative. And because of your exposure to different ideas, philosophies, and perspectives, you will be lifelong learners, always willing to grow and evolve. That is what the world needs now more than ever. As I reflect on this extraordinary class of College of Charleston graduates and what you have gone through to be right here, I'm very proud of you, and I'm excited for you and for your future. You have a long and open road in front of you to make your life what you want it to be. I can't wait to see where your journey takes you and to celebrate all of the accomplishments as College of Charleston ambassadors and College of Charleston champions. Again, congratulations, class of 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, for the conferral of the honorary degree, I will now be joined by the chair of our Board of Trustees, Renee Romberger. Trustee Taft-Svard, would you please escort the Honorable Henry McMaster to the lectern? Chair Renee Romberger will now read the formal presentation, citations, and conferral.
Good morning. I hereby present Henry Dargan McMaster, the 117th Governor of South Carolina, whose more than 4 decades of public service reflect a steadfast commitment to the people and institutions of our state. His leadership across roles, including United States Attorney, Attorney General, Lieutenant Governor, and Governor, demonstrates a career devoted to public integrity, economic growth, and the stewardship of South Carolina's natural and historic resources. Governor Henry Dargan McMaster, your distinguished service to the state of South Carolina and your enduring commitment to strengthening its communities merit the highest recognition. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare Henry Dargan McMaster is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. McMaster.
Thank you.
I'm proud to introduce today's commencement speaker, Devin Hanahan, Senior Instructor in the Department of Hispanic Studies. She is one of our students' true favorites, a faculty member whose passion for teaching has made her one of the highest-rated teachers in the entire country on ratemyprofessor.com. And more importantly, one of the most beloved members of our campus community. We're proud to honor someone who gives so much to her students and to her alma mater. Please join me in welcoming Professor Hanahan.
Thank you, President Hsu. Good morning, everyone. I can't tell you what an incredible honor it is to speak at this commencement ceremony. I grew up playing on the Cistern as a child when my mother was a professor here. I walked across this stage in a white dress in May of 1987, so this is an amazing step in my life at the most beautiful college in the United States. I would like to thank President Hsu, the Board of Trustees, our distinguished faculty, our beloved staff, and family, especially my family and friends here today for this privilege. And I'd like to ask you something. How many of you remember, please raise your hand if you remember what the speakers said at your own commencement ceremonies. Okay, thank you and have a great day. No, seriously, the main people I would like to thank are you all, our students. You are the reason we're all here. You are the reason for my energy and passion, and you're the source of my joy in teaching. Thank you for all of your hard work, your sleepy smiles, and for trusting me to be a part of your college journey. I have learned so much from you, and you are a cherished gift to me and to all of us. And because you've taught me so much, I'd like to offer just a few simple practices that have guided my life. I hope that my brevity and conviction will make up for a lack of originality. When I look at my life, I feel very successful. I drive a 1998 pickup truck held together by rust, and I still get excited about a trip to McDonald's. I haven't won the lottery yet, but I have good health. I have family and friends that I love deeply. I have the best colleagues ever, as well as the job of my dreams. Success for me lies there, as well as in the comforting routine of daily life, sprinkled with those moments of pure joy that come unexpectedly from countless sources. From the sudden and unexpected scent of the tea olive as I walk through campus, to a happy gathering of loved ones. I would like to share with you all 3 things that make me feel happy and successful, and hope that maybe at least one of them will resonate with you. The first is simple, and it has shaped my whole life. Read. I see the humanities professors all clapping. Thank God my parents made all of us kids readers. I don't remember not being able to read, and I can honestly say I've never been bored a moment in my life, well, maybe once or twice in church or during a commencement speech, because I always have a book with me. Reading is to your brain what exercise is to your body. There's simply nothing that can replace its benefits. Pat Conroy put it best when he said, "A good movie has never once affected me in the same life-changing way a good book can. A great movie can perhaps change my perceptions for a day. Books have the power to alter my view of the world forever." I know that many of you don't like to read because you've told me, "No me gusta leer," so many times in class, but I challenge you to try. Start small and keep at it, just as you would with a new exercise program. Reading broadens your outlook and makes you realize that, with the exception of the power of love, life is lived not in black and white, but on a continuum of experience, perspectives, and emotions. Reading not only builds your mind, it connects you to people across centuries and oceans. It's magic. It's so comforting and affirming to read a passage and wonder, how does this author know me so well? And speaking of authors who have shaped me, Henry James brings me to my second point. He said, "There are 3 things that are important in life. The first is to be kind. The second is to be kind. And the third is to be kind." I could not agree with him more. I learned kindness from my family as I grew up, from my own teachers in my life, and from helpful colleagues and friends over the years. Even my AI assistant is incredibly kind. He's always like, "Good job." But I really learned the importance of kindness from its absence in middle school. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I learned what it was like to be bullied and excluded. And I'm not just talking about the nuns. Sorry, had to get that out there. I vowed that I would do my best never to inflict those unbearable burdens on anyone else. Kindness, by the way, does not preclude strength. Sometimes it's easy to be kind, but just as often it takes fortitude and patience to be kind while doing something difficult, like disciplining a loved one or standing up for your beliefs. Kindness is not just the absence of malice, it's goodness in action. And that idea leads directly to the third tenet of my life, the family motto passed down by my parents, that life rewards action. Simple but powerful words. Thinking something nice about someone, take the time to tell them, whether it's your best friend or someone you're behind in the grocery store line. Is something bothering you? Don't just sit and complain about it. Get up, get going, and find a way to fix it. Do you see someone in need or some chore that needs to be done? Get up and help. Don't wait to be asked. And I will tell you this, it is much harder to stay stuck in worry when you're in the midst of helping others. Much harder. None of us can save everyone, but all of us can save someone. Are you daydreaming about an amazing life? Make great things happen because you can. You can. Life rewards action. This has guided me through so many life experiences, big and small, and I regret none of them, with the possible exception of running with the bulls in Pamplona. These three things, reading, kindness, and action, have given me joy and have created the life I hoped for. I'd like to finish by sharing my all-time favorite quote, one I hope you carry with you. It's from Henry David Thoreau's masterpiece, Walden. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Class of 2026, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the lives you have imagined. My heartiest congratulations to you, and thank you.
Thank you, Professor Hanahan. Those were great remarks. At today's ceremony, we have 10 students who have earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand as I call your name. Mary Teresa Carr, English. Elizabeth Grace Clark, Political Science. Ava Noel Frazee, Political Science. Gianna Kelsey Bullington, Psychology. Georgia Catherine Kern, Psychology. Alexandra Marin Ford, Psychology. Emily Allison Russell, Psychology. Lindsay Braden Sellers, Psychology. Gianna Michelle Cespedes, Public Health. And Ankanksha Sanjay Patwardhan, Public Health. Congratulations. In addition, there are 158 students participating in this weekend's commencement ceremonies who have completed the Honors College requirements. All 158 students are wearing medals of recognition of their academic accomplishments and deep engagement as leaders within our community. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. Finally, there are 2 students who received the Artium Baccalaureatus degree. The College of Charleston's Artium Baccalaureatus degree, the AB degree, requires advanced coursework in Greek or Latin. All graduates, regardless of major, earning the AB, have their degrees especially conferred at the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs graduation ceremony. The College of Charleston has awarded this degree for more than 2 centuries. Please stand as I call your name. Perrin Faulkner-Keene, Anthropology, and Carrie Ann Margaret Kruger, Public Health. Congratulations. And now, please welcome Alicia Cadill, Executive Vice President for Student Affairs, to the podium.
Good morning. I'm Alicia Cadill, the Executive Vice President for Student Affairs, and it is my true honor to introduce our student speaker this morning, this year's President of the Student Government Association, Simon Adams.
Hello, everyone. My name is Simon Adams, and before I start, I want to give a quick shout out to all the incredible mothers out there and give you guys a happy early Mother's Day. And I apologize for all the kids managing to make this weekend about ourselves. Writing this speech, I feel as though I'm in no place to give wisdom to anyone, but I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to tell you all some jokes about AI and make niche Charleston experiences. We are all blessed beyond words to graduate from one of the most unique universities in the world. We are also in the special situation of having the liberty of shaping the next phase of our life. Today is likely the most freedom you'll have for the rest of your life. Take advantage of it. If you already have a job, you're in a great place, and if you don't, you're even luckier. I'm sorry to the financial wellness department for this, but spend every dollar you can traveling, eating new foods, or on new experiences. If you have the confidence to dedicate 4 or 5 or maybe 6 years to graduating college, you have success within you. Today is always going to be harder than yesterday, but by getting up every day with the intention of living the most unique, fulfilling life you can, you will bring yourself to places you never thought imaginable. Life is going to change a lot. You're going to make every decision, you're going to face every consequence, and you're not going to know what the future is going to hold. If you have regrets in life, don't let them be from a lack of adventure. Free will is a very powerful thing. Don't waste it. Thank you, and good luck to you all. Now, I would like to welcome Brady Quirk Garvin, class of 2008, who will speak on behalf of the Alumni Association members.
Good morning. It is truly an honor to be here today with you to celebrate your graduation. On behalf of the more than 105,000 members of the Alumni Association, I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you, our newest members. You're joining a distinguished organization that was founded in 1888 to promote, protect, and serve the College of Charleston. As members of the Alumni Association, you'll be invited to return to campus each year for Homecoming, Spring Alumni Weekend, and Charleston Affair, along with many other events that celebrate our love for this great institution. Whether you're staying here in town or moving away from Charleston, we have many CFC regionally based activities across the United States and even in different cities around the globe to connect you with fellow alumni to celebrate our alma mater. And the best part of being a member, there are no financial dues. We have no doubt that you'll continue to strengthen our legacy through your future endeavors. And now we'll celebrate a brief graduation tradition involving your College of Charleston ring. Before graduating, students wear their ring with the seal facing inward, but today you'll turn the ring so that the seal faces out. This indicates that you're an alumnus of the College of Charleston and well prepared to go out into the world. So all that have rings, you may now turn your ring. Congratulations, graduates. We look forward to your continued involvement with the College of Charleston and seeing you at Alumni Association events soon. Go Cougs!
Thank you, Brady. Indeed, we have so many outstanding alums around the country and around the world. Would the alumni from previous years joining us today please rise to be recognized, whether you're in the audience or on stage? Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, joining us in awarding the bachelor's degrees will be the chair of the Board of Trustees, Renee Romberger, senior instructor Devin Hanahan, and Executive Vice President of Student Affairs, Alicia Cadell, Executive Vice President and Provost, Suzanne Austin. Professor Marissa Ferrara from the Department of Communication will assist with the announcement of the names and majors of our graduates.
For the School of Health Sciences, joining us on stage will be Wes Dudgeon, Dean. For the bachelor's degrees in exercise science, joining us on stage will be Kate File, Department Chair. Trace Matthew Drake. Ryan Lynn Delaney. Aiden Frost Crosby. Haley Michelle Commodore. Morgan Elizabeth Cobb, cum laude. Dylan V. Clark, cum laude. Mili Dali Chavez Palacios, cum laude. Olivia J. Chamberlain, magna cum laude. Hannah Garrett Cardone. Madeline Grace Cardelli, cum laude. Bethany Hollis Buck, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Michael Alexander Bogtong. Chase Alexander Brown. Margaret Riley Beckwith. Emma Rose Baumer. Lexi Basic, cum laude. Brianna Sky Ashley, cum laude. Campbell Scott Allman. Catherine Grace Akins. Jillian Marie Adubato. Margaret Ann Lively. Cameron Garrett Lanham, magna cum laude. Theodore Ratclock, cum laude. Keegan Ann Kindler. Megan E. Kearney, summa cum laude. Avery Grayson Jones, magna cum laude. Lauren Mackenzie Johnson, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. Anna Corinne Jenkins, magna cum laude. Melissa Haregi, cum laude. Julia Wright Ingham, cum laude. Jordan R. Hurt. Anna Marie Hunter, summa cum laude. Brett Thomas Heritage, cum laude. Mia Charlotte Harrell, cum laude. Emerson Catherine Gray, cum laude. Caitlin Annis Gilliam. Andrea Elisa Garcia. Grace Lauren Ganley. Eli J. Felt. Daniela Marie Enright, cum laude. Elena Kreiner Elkin. Drew Marshall Edmonds. Cameron Brody Duggins, cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth Dugan. Madison Faith Lepresti, magna cum laude. Savannah Carolyn McGee, cum laude. Avery Elizabeth Mai, cum laude.
Jenna Rachel Maquia. Joel Mandujano Diaz. Lily Andrea Morelli. Reagan Mackenzie Massey.
Abigail Beck McCurry, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. William Ellis McDonald, magna cum laude.
Mary Dulcinea McGinty.
Madeline Marie Malici, magna cum laude. Adeline Ann Moon, summa cum laude.
Catherine Marie Mukherjee. Luciana Nunez. Marin Lee Panico.
Laura Grace Porzia, cum laude. Lillian Morgan Ray, magna cum laude.
Rachel Elizabeth Reed. Tristan Marie Roberts.
Drew Elliott Robinson, cum laude. Hunter Blake Robinson, cum laude. Jacqueline Michelle Salvador, cum laude. Elizabeth Faye Schober, cum laude.
Tomeyer Tony Stover.
Claire Rebecca Strassner, cum laude.
Gracie Anna Susko. Torin Paris Thomas.
Jayla Tiaja Ikea Vickers.
Patience Lillian Wehrmeyer.
Peyton Mackenzie Woodworth, cum laude. Angelina Marie Wunderlich, summa cum laude.
Andrew Yeary. Mackenzie Maya Z. For the bachelor's degrees in physical education, joining us on stage will be Karen Smale, Associate Professor.
Rita Faith Slimmer, summa cum laude.
Mariana Hope Slimmer, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude.
For the bachelor's degrees in public health, rejoining us on stage will be Christy Coloth-Catano, Department Chair.
Malaika Anastasia Afonso, cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies and the Honors College.
Alexandra Jane Eftosmes. Amanda Renee Allen.
David Martin Anderson, summa cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Bolton, magna cum laude.
John Clifford Barrett.
Caroline Grace Barrington, also meets the requirements for psychology.
Annabella Nicole Bateman.
Chloe Dawn Beam, cum laude.
Ron Benjamin. Ellie Maria Bowen.
Anna Grace Bradley, cum laude.
Nicole H. Bravo Gibao, magna cum laude. Lauren Davis Butler, summa cum laude.
Nia Nicole Calamari. Abby Catherine Rose Caputo.
Savannah Marie Case, also meets the requirements for biology. Gianna Michelle Cespedes, top honors, also meets the requirements for international studies and the Honors College.
Cleary Adeline Chance. Soleil Anna Coleman. Skylar Breeze Confortini.
Riley Elizabeth Crabtree, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Crudden, magna cum laude.
Sarah Hannah Custer.
Madison Taylor Dixon, cum laude. Gabriella Jolie DiMaselli, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Cameron Alyssa Dunlap, magna cum laude.
Rose Eleanor Durant.
Michaela Elizabeth Ellerby, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Faby.
Ella Rose Flowers. Marnie Ray Friedman.
Taylor Mackenzie Freeman, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Adelaide Bulini Gaines. Catherine Ruth Giordano.
Belen Gomez, cum laude. McKaylee Rose Griffin, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Mihal.
Mia Raquel Hilton, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Kathleen Carolina Horan, cum laude.
August Tony Hughes.
Priceless Cyan Johnson, magna cum laude.
Hallie Jane Kiefer.
Annika Helena Kirsch.
Sophia Elliott Knott, magna cum laude. Millie Ann Knowles, summa cum laude. Kendall Page Konetsny, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Mia Christine Copenhaver, cum laude. Carrie Ann Margaret Kruger, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College and the Artium Baccalaureatus degree.
Madison Ann Lane Horn.
Nicolette Sky Leonard, cum laude.
Samantha Marie Luongo. John Lois Madriaga.
Caroline Celia Maloney, cum laude. Talisha Sanaya Matilda Matthew.
Braylon Claire Matson. Symetra Unique McCoy.
Kylie Camille McFadden, cum laude.
Riley Alexandra McNeil. Aiden Millar. London Caroline Mills.
Jenna Shea Morrison, magna cum laude.
Marley Olivia Murphy.
Leah C. Myrick, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Raina Siobhan Nathanson, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies and the Honors College.
Joshua J. Neely.
Kaylee Ann Nonnen.
Kent Lee Ray Patrick.
Akanksha Sanjay Padwarden, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Ava Padani, cum laude.
Victoria Linda Beryl Rabinowitz.
Ella Reeder, cum laude.
Samantha Two-Rock Rich.
Jadaria Renee Richburg. Delaney K. Ridley, cum laude. Yanit Sarah Rosenthal also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Kira Lane Ruel.
Jimena Inez Sanchez, cum laude.
May Wright Savage. Jaira Shirley Scott. Jared Robert Sharp.
Diego Alexandro Silva Naranjo. Jamie Sidney Silverman, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Mirren Catherine Stroop, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for French and Francophone Studies and the Honors College. Alyssa Renee Thibault, cum laude. Lauren Taylor Tiffin, summa cum laude. Malaysia Mawani Tucker. Naomi Catherine Viola, summa cum laude.
Carlin Elizabeth Vrana.
Mary Beth Van Sickle-Waite, cum laude.
Lindsay Joe Warner.
Grace Addison Warren Page, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for biology and the Honors College.
Samantha Weldon.
Rachel Julia Windle, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Olivia Anna Wolf Gay, cum laude.
Evelyn Alden Zukaitis. For the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, joining us on stage will be Jason Coy, Dean. For the bachelor's degrees in anthropology, joining us on stage will be Julia McReynolds Perez, Department Chair. Jody Elizabeth Bartell. Carolyn Reese Bone.
Charlotte Sandra Crooks, cum laude, also meets the requirements for arts management. Joshua Joseph Alexander de Groot also meets the requirements for archaeology. Rachel Elizabeth Golembeski, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Homer, magna cum laude.
Hannah Alara Hughes.
Perrin Faulkner Keene also meets the requirements for English and the Artium Baccalaureatus degree. Noah Meltzer, summa cum laude. Aslan Jude Orndorff, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish.
Victoria Ann Smalto.
Leah Gray Stewart, cum laude.
For the bachelor's degrees in communication, joining us on stage will be Ryan Milner, Department Chair.
Adlai Louise Allard, cum laude.
Morgan Kate Allison. Emma Margaret Ambrose. Karis Elizabeth Angove.
Emma Grace Appio, cum laude.
Olivia Marie Ostrino.
Marin Virginia Bailey, magna cum laude.
Alexa Michelle Barrett.
Riley Beth Bomel, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for Jewish studies.
Victoria Ann Smalto. Sarah Emily Bean. Jane Louise Brandt.
Grace Brinkley.
Alexis Michelle Brittingham, magna cum laude.
Morgan Elizabeth Brooks. Riley Elizabeth Burke. Alexander Joseph Burns. Morgan Abigail Baruto. Katie Allison Bush. Caroline Grace Buxton. Zoe Anna Kane.
Lana Dillon Campbell, summa cum laude. Karina Star Castillo, magna cum laude. Gianna Jolie Casulo, magna cum laude. Shay Elizabeth Caulfield. Malaki Heath Cavassa. Virginia Elizabeth Chimley. Kira Olivia Cope. Beverly Emlyn Coughlin, magna cum laude. Catherine Elaine Cozad, summa cum laude. Elijah James Danjoint. Taylor Allison Dawkins. Anna Denver DeVito. Catherine Ann DeBari. Madison Lee Dinkins, cum laude. Paulina Nakel Donahue. Carly Rose Doyle. Stella Margaret Drager. Lainey Olivia Dubiak, cum laude. Taya Marie Dudek. Sheridan Lai Eng. Aaron Ari Taimai Erklentz, also meets the requirements for Spanish. Samantha Christine Foz. Luke Patterson Farrell, cum laude. Benjamin Wesley Falconer. Mia Primo Favazza. Angelina Rose Fierco, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for English. Susan Cara Floyd, magna cum laude. Anna Lily Nancy Forsyth. Lauren Michelle Fowler. Margaret Keen Freight. Rachel Ann Friedman, cum laude. Isabella Gandy. Luna Dakota Bellawo. Noah Gold. Blair Ann Gormley, magna cum laude. Anna Gabriella Graves. Jonathan Allen Gray. Frances Eleanor Hagan. Ansley Jane Hall. Alex Harry Hallian. Catherine Harrison Hanlon, cum laude. Ann Perry Harrell, cum laude. Sarah Slayton Hadaway, cum laude. Reagan Stratton Helfer. Hannah Grace Hicken. Ryan Edward Hidalgo. Erica Amber Hill, cum laude. Julius Adams Hollander, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Addie Lynn Iannarelli. Joseph James Izzo II, cum laude. Madeline Claire Giacaruso, cum laude. Lucy Morgan Jackson, cum laude. Angela Paula Jager. Alana Lee Jenkins. Abby Grace Johnson, cum laude. Samantha Virginia Johnson, cum laude. Ashley K. Johnston. Ella Scott Kane. Cole Daniel Keating. Noel Tate Kinney. Reagan Alexa Knight. Lillian Copia. Charlotte Leahy Kuhn. Jessica Barbara Lambert. Catherine Elizabeth Lewis. Madeline Elizabeth Lewis. Hannah Catherine Loguyo, cum laude. Cameron Bailey Long, magna cum laude.
Michaela Linnea Lynch. Gianna Rose Madalena, magna cum laude. Alexa Lee Martorano. Paris Marie Mashburn. Caitlin Brielle McCaffrey. Aiden Daniel McCulley.
Alyssa Nicole McDowell, cum laude.
Ella Guire McGee. Abigail Lorelei McGirt. Danielle Lynn McNeely. Oscar W. Meltzer. Reagan Day Merritt.
Caroline Hope Macier, magna cum laude. Emily Julia Mitchum, summa cum laude. Giacinta Elizabeth Moat, magna cum laude.
Ann Harvey Munden.
Cade Morley Yates Murphy, receiving a certificate in communication. Bella Rutledge Neal, cum laude. Emma Ellen Teresa Nelly, cum laude.
Maddox Marie Nickham. Jo Lynn M. Odeka.
Ella Grace O'Reilly, magna cum laude.
Sophia Madeline Alice Owens. Grayson Elizabeth Parsley. Carolina Victoria Pinero. Bailey Grace Port.
Emma Grace Potter, magna cum laude.
Reagan Wesley Propes.
William Michael Quigley, receiving a certificate in communication.
Samantha Ariana Reck. Heidi Catherine Richardson.
Madison L. Robison, cum laude.
Jersey Pearl Rogers. Mia Luth Rowley. Piper Lily Rondero. Mila Hannah Roper.
Sydney Rose Rossetti.
Lily Ava Rosenberg.
Abigail Elizabeth Salerno, cum laude. Caroline Mary Sheik, cum laude.
Macy Elizabeth Settle.
Macy Alexandra Shape, magna cum laude.
Ailey Blue Scherer. El Olivia Simek. Lily Swan Simpson. Hastings Benton Sledge. Mason James Sonnefeld. John J. Sporl. Giselle Marie Starcher. Chloe Tamaria Streckfuss. Ella Diane Suvak. John Patrick Swain. Nicholas Thatcher Swartz.
Kate Monroe Swinson, cum laude. Lindsay Erin Sylvester, cum laude. Lindsay Aleli Taylor, magna cum laude.
Ryan Lillian Thompson. Caitlin Madison Tolbert.
Lydia Joyce Tuthill. Maya Ann Tisver, cum laude. Haley Faith Vander. Jillian Burns Vatter. Margaret Louise Videnka. Catherine Grace Valandry. Abigail Virginia Vogel, magna cum laude. Ryan Emily Wallace. Reagan Colleen Walters. Grace Olivia Walton. Carson Elizabeth Waddy. Charlotte LaRue Weller. Olivia Grace Wendorf. Haley Janet West, summa cum laude. Hannah Jada Watley. Caroline King White, cum laude. Patrick Stephen Whiteside, cum laude. Sophia Elizabeth Yardley, cum laude. Olivia Renee Zarafa, cum laude. Lucy B. Zuckerman, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in English, joining us on stage will be Anton Vander Zee, Department Chair. Avery Grace Brunson. Anna Bryce Buchanan. Mary Teresa Carr, top honors, also meets the requirements for communication and the Honors College. Holland Shea Cartmill. Mackenzie Ann Chayabat. Ray Elizabeth Chandler, cum laude, also meets the requirements for Jewish studies. Caden Michael David Chapman. Holiday Rowan Clark. Dara Lynn Kleim, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for classics. Kelsey Grace Crum, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Daphne Ka Deng, summa cum laude. Abigail Rose Diuro, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies and the Honors College. Alyssa Catherine Driggers. Abigail Catherine Fitzpatrick. Jackson Kirk Franklin, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Gula, cum laude. Molly Carter Hardwick. Jolie Dior Hutchinson.
Kylie Corinne Laboutier.
October Cabraz Linguard. Camille Annabelle Lee Michaels. Hayden Elizabeth Myers, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Lillian Hunt Nichols, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for political science. Rosemary Margaret Policano, cum laude. Paige Ashley Patarella, cum laude, also meets the requirements for historic preservation and community planning. Connor Howard Powers. Marina Faye Puno. Ryan Seth Ratzi, cum laude. Tallulah Quinn Rogers. Kira Elizabeth Ryan Sturman, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Evelyn Sanchez.
Harper Lily Scott, summa cum laude. Maggie Ann Taylor, magna cum laude. Lily Grace Tyler, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Molly Patrice Unger. Emma Vasu. Shannon Elizabeth Walsh, magna cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in Environmental and Sustainability Studies, joining us on stage will be Barbara Beckingham, Academic Director. Antonia Sanchez. Jacqueline Maria Reda, magna cum laude.
Matthew Samuel Pilley.
Alexandria Lynn Norman, cum laude.
Daniel James Munt.
Abigail Marie Malloy, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Maria Sol McKenzie. Jaden Elizabeth Lembeck.
Jacob Hunter Combe, cum laude, also meets the requirements for biology.
Riley Johanna Kinsey. Bailey Noel Isget.
Alexandra Logan Hutchins, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Caitlin Grace Hughes, summa cum laude. Giseli Lorena Sa Gary, cum laude. Emma Rose Frenberg, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Alejandra Nicole Francis, cum laude. Emma Elizabeth Dumont, summa cum laude.
Eric Baldwin Dowd. Liam Desjardins.
Karis Keenan De Lucia.
Calvin O. Dashbach. Audrey Camille Cooper. Molly Corinne Davis. Erin Margaret Condon. Cameron Elizabeth Clark. Zachary T. Brown. Angelina Marie Arcidi. Clara Elizabeth Smith.
Delaney Belvols, cum laude.
Aubrey Leanne Wetzel.
Keaton William Yoder, cum laude, also meets the requirements for biology.
For the bachelor's degrees in history, joining us on stage will be Phyllis Justice, Department Chair. Tayana Renee Atkins. Avery Elizabeth Braden. Alexander Charles Campbell.
Jacob Broom Costino, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies.
Kylie Grace Cavallari.
Jordan Marie Crimmins, cum laude. Sophia Grace DeStefano, magna cum laude. Kayla Riley Dixon, cum laude, also meets the requirements for political science and the Honors College.
Ella Duffner.
Chloe Ann Duncan, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for German Studies and the Honors College. Amanda Lee Falcone, summa cum laude. Devlin Joshua Graybill also meets the requirements for political science. Lucas David Guyton, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for political science and the Honors College.
William Richard Hoffman. Vivian Rose Lamb. Lucy Hilda Raymond. Alana Kirsten Reynolds. Dorian Faye Bennett Rochford. Jordan Hunter Sheff. Samuel Arthur Strakowski. Peter Alexander Withers Clark. For the bachelor's degrees in integrated studies, joining us on stage will be Chad Galuska, Academic Director.
Christopher George Badran. Mariposa Cambria, summa cum laude. Caroline Cook, cum laude.
Ruby Caroline Coppinger. Jane Ann Cormier.
Gwendolyn Diane Dickerson, cum laude,
Catherine Rains Fletcher. Justin Brian Giger. Brandon Andres Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Craig Kerensky Johnson Jr. Jack Thomas Carr, cum laude. Marshall E. Knight. Ava Catherine Major. Ava Constance O'Leary. Jefferson A.G. Peters. Jade Ann Parash. Katrina Thibault. Ava Lane Spinelli. Mason James Haig. Nathaniel Mason Webb Turner, cum laude. Emma Elizabeth Wenner, cum laude. Kalindi Jewel Whitworth. For the bachelor's degrees in philosophy, joining us on stage will be Jonathan Neufeld, Department Chair. Chloe Lynn Biddle, cum laude, also meets the requirements for public health.
Kyla Shea Brennan also meets the requirements for German Studies and International Business.
Madeline Claire Bryan also meets the requirements for public health. Emma Grace Connor. Lily Grace Kirkland, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Dylan Reed McCall, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Sam Oliver Reed, cum laude, also meets the requirements for computer science. For the bachelor's degrees in political science, joining us on stage will be Hollis France, Department Chair. Ava Taylor Ambrogio. Ella Kate Frances Barrett, cum laude. Joanna Esperanza Benitez. Emma Louisa Boatsenhart, summa cum laude. L. Mackenzie Bredeman, summa cum laude. Madeline Grace Canfield, cum laude. Allison Tate Card, cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies. Keegan Carroll. Elizabeth Grace Clark, top honors, also meets the requirements for English and the Honors College. Lauren Kathleen Coggins, cum laude. Nayli Cortez Espitia. Graven Fields Winslow Craig. Harry DeGrude, summa cum laude. Daniel Robert Delergy. James McKinnon Dewar. Caroline Parker Dunn. Brycelyn Diana Fisher. Ava Noel Frazee, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Anders Grace Folda, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Matthew Jackson Gay. Caroline Oakley Gill, summa cum laude. Lacey Caroline Grady, cum laude. Olivia Grace Head. John Hennessy Hood, cum laude. Matthew Patrick Horan. Amanda Jane Hurley. Madeline Johnson, magna cum laude. James Rob Karcher, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for Latin American and Caribbean studies. Spencer Davis King. Shannon Claire Kavanaugh, magna cum laude. Chase Spencer Kelly. Karina Rose Kulani. Becca Sarah Kornfeld, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for international studies. Amelia Nicole Lawson, magna cum laude. Jonah Liss. Colin Leo McDonald, magna cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Madre. Ella Cawthon McDowell, summa cum laude. Madeline Grace Miller, summa cum laude. Hallie Carlisle Moody.
Lily Nelson.
Colleen Nicole Ormsby. Reagan Lee Page. Sophia Marie Pellegrini. Dana Gabrielle Pena, magna cum laude. George Ralph Prelo IV, summa cum laude. Flannery Duncan Pruitt. Kaylee Ruth Regal. Grace Ann Rowe, cum laude. Christian Andrew Rutenberg, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Carly Laura Ryerson. Reed Carlton Saunders. Kylie Alexis Sawyer. Austin Noah Shane. Abigail Catherine Schaefer, also meets the requirements for Spanish. Rachel Ann Siegel. Joshua Ethan Silverman, cum laude. Mary Isabel Smith, summa cum laude. Chloe Nicole Stamfel.
Madison Else Thornton, magna cum laude.
Ryan H. Voitas. Lucas Reed Ye, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in psychology, joining us on stage will be Garrett Milliken, department chair. Emily Josephine Abel. Emily Marie Acom. Emma Jane Angelo. Lily Jane Engstad, summa cum laude. Elise Caroline Atwood. Benjamin Joshua Axelrod. Emily Joyce Baird. Rachel Jane Buston. Evan Louise Bendel, also meets the requirements for history. Danielle J. Bickerton. Layla Isabel Bloomingdale. Kira Louise Bowen. Christina Victoria Barber. Ava Alexandra Bradshaw. Gemma Rose Brown. Wynn Ainsley Brenner. Jenna Storm Brigman. Mia D. Brown. Sarah Allen Brown, magna cum laude. Gianna Kelsey Bullington, top honors. Daniela Lucia Burke. Nicholas Robert Calamari. Sydney Nava Callaghy. Brenda Castro Louise. Colleen May Caswell, magna cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Caulfield, magna cum laude. Bianca Cedillo Perez. Sela Louise Chenery. Mary Collier Childress. Mia Lily Citrone, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Cole, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Alexis Michelle Colvin, cum laude. Juliana Nicole Conover, cum laude. Elijah Allen Covington. Haley Isabel Creel, magna cum laude. Gracie Catherine Cresta, magna cum laude. Caroline Mary Krause. Madison Lee Cummings, cum laude. Lauren Jessie D'Agostino, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jameson Andrews Delamar, cum laude. Lisi Julia DeRosa, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Michael M. DeWitt III. Jada Elizabeth Diamond, cum laude. Bryn Elise Dickerson. Mariah Catherine Dickey, cum laude. Chloe Annette Dixon. Megan Glover Dobbins, magna cum laude. Alexander Dobosh. Valerie Deleski, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Kylie Jaden Dougherty. Harley Jameson Dozier. Ilari Abigail Droker, cum laude. Caroline Patricia Duggan. Holly Kirsten Duncan, cum laude. Madeline Grace Elgart. Lucy Willa Tyler Farrell, magna cum laude. Mila Rose Ferris, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Laura Rose Fleury. Alexandra Marin Ford, top honors, also meets the requirements for English and the Honors College. Alexa Grace Fortman. Carrington Elizabeth Fortner, cum laude. Daniela Marie Frazano, magna cum laude. Taylor Renee Freres, magna cum laude. Isabel Page from Zaglio, summa cum laude. Beth Madden Fuqua. Katarina Diana Fuson. Avery Madison Gardner, also meets the requirements for political science. Adelaide Yerkes George. Caroline Oswald Ginn. Grace Gontkovich. Arisa Gonzalez de Orbegoso Suzuki. Olivia Rose Groover. Emma G. Gonzalez. Grace Mackenzie Genke, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Madison Brooke Hedgepath. Alexis Jade Helwig, cum laude. Liana Yarden Herzog. Cameron Faye Hyatt. Madeline Claire Holovshak, cum laude. Elizabeth Malia Hurd, cum laude, also meets the requirements for philosophy. Ava Grace Hussey, magna cum laude. Amaya Michelle Jackson, cum laude. Christina Lauren Jacobs. Malaysia Andrea Jacobs. Dominic Bradford Jeffries, summa cum laude. Alexandra Nicole Johnston. Emma Grace Jones. Victoria Hope Jones, cum laude.
Paige Joyner, cum laude, also meets the requirements for marketing.
Kendall Alexis Keith, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for Latin American and Caribbean Studies and the Honors College. Georgia Catherine Kern, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. M.M. Kibbe, summa cum laude. Diana Grace Kiger, magna cum laude. Caroline Pearson Krug, cum laude.
Olivia Rose Lambert Cassar, cum laude.
Peyton Lee Leask.
Ayana Nokomis Libby Redden, cum laude.
Rebecca Nicole Little.
Jenna Grace Livingston, cum laude. Olivia Grace Loneman, cum laude. Ellen Lovett, cum laude. Zoe Mae Lutzker, cum laude. Hannah Elise Librand, cum laude.
Lily A. Mabry, magna cum laude. Melvin Franklin Magwood III.
Margaret Elaine Mahoney, cum laude.
Talia Lorena Mancini. Christina Nancy Manfredini. Madison Elizabeth Manning. Oliver J. Marshall.
Ben Matthews, cum laude. Krista Anastasia Matesic.
Ava Nicole Matina.
Paige Natalie McDougall, cum laude.
Mallory Judith McGeehan. Mania Tanae McKnight.
Allie Marie McCowan. Kai Noel McCoy, cum laude.
Haley A. McWhorter. Sydney Lee Moore. Sophie Elizabeth Mosley. Mayor Francis Mundorf.
Isabella Maria Munez, magna cum laude. Georgia Jadon Myrick.
Olivia Kathleen Newberg.
Olivia Inez Olson, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Avery Elizabeth O'Neill, cum laude. Liliana Otero Pa, cum laude. Angelica Victoria Paluba, magna cum laude.
Maithili Pankania. Juliet Pauline Pantulis. Isabel Grace Parisi. Olivia Cannon Parker.
Zelly Christina Player, cum laude.
Jackson Pierce Pride.
Samantha Ramos, cum laude.
Gabriela Collins Razzolini.
Giselle Alicio Reyes, cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Eva Christina Roscan, cum laude. Emily Allison Russell, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Valentina Sa. Marley Jaden Saul.
Marianne Therese Scally, magna cum laude. Sydney T. Schweiger, cum laude. Lindsay Braden Sellers, top honors, also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Jessica Faith Michelle Seichman, cum laude. Zion Ardisha Simmons.
Luke Scalba.
Juliana Myra Smivog. Maggie Grace Smith, magna cum laude.
Samuel Melick Smith. Victoria Lauren Sordy.
Ava Renee Spruill.
Audra Grace Stanley.
Jessica Marie Stanton, magna cum laude. Riley Drew Stevens, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Isabel Stover. Sophie Danielle Strickland. Catherine Marie Swartz. Dora Patricia Tamayo. Claire Renee Thomas. Maggie Elizabeth Thomas. Ellen Rose Twitty.
Ugochi Mercy Orochu, magna cum laude.
Mills Elaine Underwood.
William Cooper Valinsky, cum laude.
Jess Velasquez. Summer Shah Voliano.
Hannah Lee Walsh, cum laude. Alexa Jeanette Ware.
Giselle Elizabeth Wells.
Ava Caroline Womble, cum laude. Yekaterina Maria Zumbulis, cum laude. For the bachelor's degrees in religious studies, joining us on stage will be Leonard Lowe, department chair.
Samsa Carter. Allison Leah Daniel.
Olivia Grace, cum laude, also meets the requirements for psychology.
So Felice McEwen.
Riley Elizabeth Walker, also meets the requirements for psychology.
For the bachelor's degrees in sociology, rejoining us on stage will be Julia McReynolds Perez, department chair.
Aislinn Virginia Antoon.
Bryce Jackson Baker. Marissa Lucille Brown Hogans.
Della Noel Cavone, cum laude.
Francesca Maria D'Amato. Abigail Elizabeth Fryer. Haley Morgan Hirschfield.
Dice Asari Drouse Hammonds, receiving a certificate in sociology.
Jada Kamara James. Kendall Baker Larrabee. Lauren Alexandra Lease.
Hannah Simone Lemon, cum laude, also meets the requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. Riley Elizabeth McKay, cum laude. Dominic Joseph McKevitt, magna cum laude. Bilal A. Nafia, cum laude, also meets the requirements for psychology.
Layla Isabel Nelson. Abigail Catherine Shaw Collins.
Catherine Grace Kirkland, magna cum laude.
Asia Armani P.
Emily Grace Person, cum laude. Naya A. Pitts, cum laude.
Allison Michael Powell. Margaret Elliott Pryor.
Nicole Ann Rice, cum laude. Libby Christine Romano, cum laude.
Alexis Reagan Rooney.
Sophia Bella Santos, magna cum laude.
Madeline Ann Serene.
Catherine McCarthy Turi, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for political science. Sophia Jill Vishulia also meets the requirements for philosophy.
Ali Griffin Wise.
For the bachelor's degrees in urban studies.
Quinn Margaret Anderson. Adelaide Constance Borowski.
Riley Grace Davis, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for the Honors College.
Graham Brewster Glob. Cecilia Mary Beth Marshall.
Jasmine Amarie Perez, cum laude.
For the bachelor's degrees in women's and gender studies, joining us on stage will be Christina Garcia, department chair.
Louis John Adams also meets the requirements for psychology. Madeline Ann Bergen, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for sociology. Christina Olivia Boyette, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for political science. Inez Carrillo Marquina, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for English. Helen Catherine Izzo, cum laude.
Shreya B. Patel.
Lillian Rocklin, cum laude. Morgan Emily Spraggins, cum laude, also meets the requirements for biology and the Honors College. Misaki Umemura, cum laude.
And Jenna Reed Zukowski also meets the requirements for international studies.
Will the bachelor's degree candidates please rise? President Chu, upon the successful completion of all degree requirements and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the bachelor's degree candidates of 2026.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Integrated Studies as earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Now you can throw your diplomas. Please be seated. Members of the class of 2026, on behalf of the entire College of Charleston community, congratulations to you on this very special day. Graduates, I send you forth into the world with best wishes as you begin the many adventures that lies ahead of you. Graduates, today you have completed an important part of your life's journey. May today open up many doors of opportunity to you in the future. Once again, congratulations.